Hi everyone. Hello. In today's video, I really want to talk about what is going on in South Africa about this xenophobia attack. First of all, I want to ask a question. Africans, who did this to us? When are we going to stop hating one another? When are we going to realize that Africa is one? North, East, West, South Africa. We are all one people. We are one continent. And thereby we should love one another. What is this xenophobia attack for? I don't get it. Why would a black African in an African country calling a fellow black African a foreigner? It is really, really heartbreaking. I can't understand that. I've been trying so hard to digest it since the beginning of this attack in South Africa. But up to now, believe you me, I can't fathom why South Africans should hate other African brothers and sisters. I saw so many of the videos and I heard so many of the people, of the South African people, complain. What are you complaining of? First, you said that these foreigners, especially the Nigerians, they came and they took away your girls, your women, they took away your jobs. Come on. Hello. If I may ask you a question, why will your fellow man take away your woman and take away your job? What does that tell of you? What? What exactly does that tell of you? If that is the case, because I have really done my research and I found out that that is not the case. That is not the case. Anyone is free to marry from anywhere, from any race, any country, any place in the world. So for that person is a human being. You have the right to marry whosoever you please or you choose to. And talking of xenophobia, really, you complained that they took away your jobs. Hello. But when I see the people you are attacking, really, I asked myself, did these people really take away your jobs? Did they? There are so many Nigerians working in these universities in South Africa as lecturers. There are many Nigerians who are doctors in the South African hospitals. There are so many Nigerians who are nurses in the South African hospitals. There are so many Nigerians and foreigners who are working. Even in your government parastatals and all the offices, they are working there. If we talk about xenophobia, if you said that they took away your job, how many of these people did you attack? I checked all the videos. I wanted to see in one hospital where you guys marched to the hospital and said, bring us out all the foreign workers. These jobs is supposed to be ours. No, you didn't do that. I didn't see. I didn't see you going to these universities to ask to bring out all the foreign lecturers or the schools and all such places. No. You choose to attack people who establish businesses with their own money, with their own sweat. Come on, this is bad. This is bad. This is not xenophobia. This is criminality. Let's call it by its name. I saw a video of a guy who was saying that he has armies, his soldiers, he said. If they don't do this, if they don't attack these foreigners, if they don't loot their shops, how will his soldiers feed? How would they have something to smoke? Oh my goodness. You sit down one place, not ready to do anything, not ready to work, not ready to do business, nothing. You wait for someone to sweat, make money, establish business, then you go to loot so that your soldiers will have something to eat and your soldiers will have something to smoke. Really, this is not fair. It's not fair and it's not good. This is criminality. And I want to use this medium to speak to the government of South Africa to call this out by its name. This is not xenophobia. This is criminality. This is criminals on the loose. And the government should check this. The president of South Africa is saying that the government is helpless. How can you be helpless? Are you telling us the truth? Are you? What is going on? What is happening? And your ministers choose to paint, to sugarcoat the whole thing and call it xenophobia. That is indirectly justifying the actions of your people. That is not fair. It is not fair. There's something else I want to tell you. Go to Europe. Go to other countries of the world. Believe you me, you also have South Africans living in other people's countries, but in Africa. Even in Nigeria. Sometimes few years ago, two or 3 years ago, a particular church building collapsed in Nigeria. And so many South Africa had the biggest cut of the victims. They have the biggest share of the total death from that disaster. Who could have believed that such a number of South Africans are in Nigeria, in a particular place, in just one place? And yet, you think that your people are not staying in other people's countries? Think twice. Think again. South Africans have businesses all over Africa. Remember that. Remember that. And also come to Europe. Go to US. Go to England. Go to Canada. Go to all the Western world and Europe. Believe you me. They look at each and every one of us as one. for the fact you have a black skin. Your skin is black. Really, we're all the same. And they treat us alike. Go to Europe and see how South Africans try and strive to survive. Just like a Nigerian, just like someone from Togo, just like a Ghanaian, just like every other African person. When they make a law that affects Africans, they don't make a law and say, this law is for Nigerian, is for Togolese, is for a Gambian, is for South African. No, darling. They make the law and it affects all of us. All of us. You will never be excused. In the Western world, as a South African, oh, he is a South African. Okay, let's treat him or her special. No way. All of us go through the same thing here. And why won't we love ourselves? Why won't we embrace one another? And this is the reason why Africa is not progressing. This is the reason why Africa will remain the third world. This is the reason why Africa will never develop if we will continue like this. If it be a white man who see you and say, hey, come, you're black. You are African. You can tolerate it. You can say, okay. But if such behavior is coming from your fellow black man, it hurts so bad. So bad. Stop it. Stop it. It won't help anyone. It won't. It will not help the South Africans. It will not help any African person in general. Stop this so-called xenophobia. And get your lazy selves up and look for something to do, meaningful with your lives, and earn a living decently, just like every other decent human being. Don't go and sit down and wait and depend on looting other people's properties and businesses in order to make a living. It's not fair, because you know that your police will somehow indirectly shield you, and your government. And also, I am calling on the countries of the people, of all the African people who are victims of this so-called xenophobia attack in South Africa. I'm calling on all their countries. Everyone who is a victim of this looting and criminal act, the countries should never spare South Africa. Let the country hold South Africa to pay to the last rand of what they looted from their citizens. This way, they will know how to, the South African government will know how to handle their people, because this is really going out of hand. It's not the first time it's happening. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. How long will it keep happening? Some individuals are just sitting down somewhere waiting for people to labor, and then they come to loot. No, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And in as much as it's not right, it will never be right. Therefore, I I call on all the governments of all the African countries, Nigeria, and who are they? Whoever, whoever, that their citizens are involved or victims of this attack. South Africa government must pay to the last rand, to the last dime. Do not spare them. And sit up to your responsibilities, African countries. Sit up to your responsibilities. You have the right to protect your citizens wherever they are, irrespective of whichever country they reside in. Sit up. It's time to protect your citizens. Speak for them. Damn whatever relationship you have with any country. Protect the lives and properties of your citizens. It's very, very important. If you cannot protect, if you have been so lazy, I don't know if I should say you've been lazy, you don't speak for your citizens, not in Europe, not in the Western world. What about African countries? Your own very home. Come on. You must hold South African governments to pay for this dearly. That way, they will learn. And such a thing will never happen again. Sit up to your responsibilities. This is all I have to tell you, the governments. And for the South African brothers and sisters, please, enough of this. Enough of this. I want to tell you all that we Africans, we are all one. We are all one. One people. And we should love one another. This hate and jealousy won't take us anywhere. We should all be our brother's keepers. Come to Europe. When you see a black man or a black woman as a black person being attacked or in danger or in trouble in the street, you don't look away. You try to help because you see the person as your brother, irrespective of where he or she come from. And please, it's time for Africans, please, I am begging, please, let us all unite. Let all Africans unite and forge a common front so that we can be strong continent, so that we can develop as a continent, so that we can protect the interests of one another, so that we can grow. Enough of this hate. Enough of this, what will I say? Tribalism? What will I say? Racism? I don't know. You are not from South Africa, then. You're not a human being? You're not a man? Come on, guys. Come on. Africa has a long way to go. Look at the Western world. Look at Europe. Look at the United States of America. Look at England. Look at Germany. Africa has natural resources. We have all what it takes. Resources, human resources, technical know-how. We have everything to make our continent great. But look at where we are. Look at where we are. It's not good. We have to realize that we are one people and embrace one another, love one another, and unite to make Africa great, to develop Africa so that we can move forward. This is 21st century, guys. Countries are so far ahead, moving forward, development wise, science and technology, everything fast moving in other countries of the world. But Africa is still far behind. Please, this is a wake up call for all Africans to unite so that we can move our continents forward and develop our continent. Thank you. And please, I want you to share this video. I want you to share it so that every African person will see this video and hear my voice. Thank you very much. And also, I want to use this opportunity to ask you to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.